Okay. So the very first question is related to the kingdom. So you have told that the other kingdom than animal is the fungi kingdom and plant kingdom, right? Okay. The next question is they have, sorry, you have to tell the characteristics of organisms, all organisms, sorry, present in the animal kingdom. So your keyword are two. One is place a tick, and the second one is all cross. Sorry, all organisms. Now they haven't told you to put a cross, so you don't have to put cross. Just leave the table or the box unmarked. Okay. They have a cell wall. Their cell have a cell wall? No. So we are not going to write anything over here. They have lungs. Wait, all organisms have lungs. Think one more time. No, fishes don't have lungs. Invertebrates don't have lungs. Okay, they are multicellular. They are vertebrates. No, arthropods are not vertebrates. Insects are not vertebrates. No, they are not. There are only five classes of vertebrates. They obtain their energy by consuming other organisms. Yes, they respire. Yes. So three ticks. Next is the Felidae are the group of animals known as cat family. There are 41 species in the cat family. The base sequence in the DNA that the cat species can have been compared, and the structure of DNA is given. Okay, draw an X to identify a base. So we have to put exactly. So we have to put an X on a rectangular box. Okay, DNA is made from three different bases. Base G is one of these bases. State the letter of the three other bases and their pairing. So other bases and pairing. First of all, the first part. The other bases are, sorry, A, T, and C. Where why B? And now they're pairing. A pairs with T and G pairs with C. Okay. Now the next question is based on the evolution. So, what do you think? They have given you the timeline, million of years and the present day. So, the first question is related to which species has the closest base sequence to Felidae ancestor. So here we have ancestors which have the closest. What do you think? Clouded leopard? Clouded leopard. Okay, what makes you think about the other species? Okay. But why? Okay, it's the first branch. This is one of the reason. Okay, what other reason can be given? No, 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 no. Because it's that is the reason. A branch off directly from the uh, Felidae ancestor. Next one. Which two species are most closely related, and explain your answer. The lion and the leopard are the most closely related. Now explain it. Okay, this they stem out from the same branch, or they have a same ancestor. So instead of saying they like come from the same branch, you can say they share common ancestor. Let's say lion. Sorry, what was your answer? Lion and leopard. Okay, yes. Lion and leopard are closely related. Um, they share common ancestor. Okay. If it's of 3 mark, what other thing can you write? So, because they share the same ancestors, so their DNA base sequences are more similar. Sequences. Okay? Similar. Next one, an animal cell is given. Identify A, B, C, D. No, this is the whole diagram. What is A? Right, right. B is good. C and D. D is nucleus. Okay. Okay. The what is cell membrane? Cell membrane is A, and they have asked about the letters, so give the letter. Now state the letter that identifies the mitochondria, that is B. Okay, what is the function of mitochondria, that is of 2 mark? So what is your answer? Wait, give me the functions. Right, right. So it's a site of aerobic respiration, that is 1 mark. Hmm. No, give me another one related to its function, energy. It okay. Energy stored as, okay. Energy stored in as, oh sorry, energy. It produces energy in the form of ATP. Just say that instead of making it more complicated. Simple. It's a site of aerobic respiration and releases energy in the form of ATP. Enough. Okay. Site of aerobic respiration. It releases energy by aerobic respiration. Oh, in the form of ATP. I was about to write in the form of ATP. Sorry. In the form of ATP. Next question. State the function of ribosomes. Right. Good. You can write that by combining amino acids together. You can write that, but protein synthesis is also enough. Okay. The magnification is given, which is 18,000. State the other measurement needed to calculate the actual size. The image size. Next question is a graph is given. Okay, there's 3 species, A1, 2, and 3. Let me make it bigger. Okay, and they have different keys given on the side. So there are different temperatures given. Each species has a different optimum temperature, right? Okay, you may need to get your scale. So okay, calculate the mass of. Okay, it's written that at the maximum rate of photosynthesis, species 1 makes 15 gram of carbohydrate. Means this one, the maximum it can produce, 100% is producing 15 gram of carbohydrates. Okay, 100% means 15 gram of carbohydrates. Okay, But the question is, you have to calculate the mass of carbohydrate made by species 1 per day at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. So what is the percentage at 0? This one? Around 85%, let's say. So if 100%, okay, there are two ways you can do this. Just take a ratio. If 100% produces 15 grams, how much is produced by 85%? You can write like this, or you can also say what is the 85% of 15 grams. Both ways are correct. Okay, 12.75. Since they haven't given you any restriction that you have to give two decimal places or three decimal places, you can just simplify that. Okay. Uh, there is one question in my mind. There was one calculation given in some paper, and it was written that you have to give your answer in two significant figures. Okay, but the answer was 128.7. How to convert this into two significant figures? Yeah. Okay, the answer was 130. Okay, convert it into two significant figures. Okay, because 0 is not considered. So there was one question related to that as well in the past papers. I'm just giving you a hint that how this can be done. Okay, take take all the conclusions that are supported by the data. Okay, now again, crosses are not required, so don't put any cross. Okay, at every temperature, species 3 has a greater rate than species 1. Let's see. Does species 3, is this 3? Yeah. 3 has a greater rate than 1? No. Just look at this temperature. 5. At 5, species 3 has a lesser rate, right? So this is incorrect. Number 2, species 1 has the rate of at least 50% of the maximum over a temperature range of 23. Okay, let's move to 23. Here, let's say here. Okay? Okay, it's written, what's written? Species 1 has a rate of at least 50%. Is it 50%? No. No, it's lesser than 50%. Species 2 has a greater rate of photosynthesis than species 1. Let's see. This is species 2. Does it has a greater rate of? Okay, wait. This one. Is it? Does it has a greater rate? What if I say yes? No, it's yes. It's yes. Okay. Look at the denaturation point. Okay. At 30 degrees Celsius, species 1 is denatured, right? But species 3 is not going to get denatured till 40. It still has some activity. It has a 30% of the photosynthesis rate. So technically it's true that it has a greater rate of than the one. Moreover, there is, like, you have read this graph. Okay, you have read this graph. Let's say A and B. Which has a greater rate? B. So the line is above A, so it can be true. Okay. Hmm. No. No. You would get same questions. Species 3 has higher rate of optimum temperature than species 1. optimum temperature at 5, while species 3 has an optimum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. So yes, it's correct. Okay, now again a 6 mark question, as you people get. Describe and explain the graph of species 1. Okay, it's a 6 mark question. Describe and then explain. Here is a graph, describe and explain. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm giving you a question. Read the question and then tell me the information and give me the information. Okay, read? Okay, back to graph. Hmm. Hmm. Percentage activity, let's say. Okay. Hmm. 60%. 60%. Hmm. And give the optimum temperature then. Hmm. Okay. Wait. Now the question says describe and explain, and it's of 6 marks. So 3 mark for description and 3 mark for explanation. Okay. Okay, in description, as only 3 marks are given, you have to give the starting point, you have to give the maximum value, and then you have to tell what happens after that maximum. Let's say the rate of the percentage rate of photosynthesis is 60% at minus 3 degrees Celsius, but it increases till 5 degrees Celsius, and it was about 100%, and it's the optimum temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. Beyond this temperature, the percentage rate of photosynthesis decreases to 0 at 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Okay, these 3 points are mentioned. Now give reasons. Okay, why do you think the activity increases, or why do you think the activity decreases? Right. Correct. Good. Okay. Very right. You have given all the correct answers. So the rate increases from 5 degrees Celsius to 10 5 sorry minus 3 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius, and moves up to 100%, but after this it decreases to 0% till temperature 3. And the reason is that as the temperature increases, the kinetic energy increases, there would be more frequent collisions between the enzyme and substrate, and there is formation of enzyme substrate complex, more conversion, or high rate of photosynthesis. But beyond the optimum temperature, the enzyme started to deform, the active site is lost, substrate can no longer bind to it, so the enzymes get denatured, activity decreases. Okay, the whole story. Okay, write the balanced chemical equation for photosynthesis, one of the other important question. Okay, it's a balanced chemical equation. 6 CO2, 6H2O, say 6H12O6 plus 6O2. Okay. Okay. Why plant need magnesium ion to photosynthesize? Now you have to give the importance of magnesium ion and its role in photosynthesis. Okay. Good. Correct. Magnesium make chlorophyll. What word you have used? Which traps light energy? Okay. Okay. Absorbs light energy for photosynthesis. Correct. Next one is two tables are given and carbohydrates are being asked. Keyword is carbohydrate. Second keyword is function. Starch. What is the function of starch? Wait, energy storage. Cellulose. Cell walls. Strengthening, we can say. Okay. Next is translocation. Translocated in the phloem. In what form carbohydrate is translocated? Sucrose. Okay. This is a blood vessel given. Identify J and K. Wait. No. They are simple. Artery and vein. Okay. This one is atriole and this one is uh, venule. Okay. These one are the main. On figure 3.1, draw a label line in the letter P, where the blood pressure is at its highest. At J. So we just point it and P. Okay. Explain how the structure of capillary is related to its function. Now you have to give the structural adaptations of capillary. Okay. When cells. Okay. Okay. Correct. Okay. Next adaptation. No. 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 Give me the adaptation of capillary. Okay. Now listen. They increases the surface area. Number two adaptation. This question was really new because previously whenever the capillary question came in the past paper it was like of 2 or 3 mark, but now it's of 5 marks. That's surprising. Okay. The next one is it has a narrow lumen. Okay, to low pressure so that there would be more time for gas exchange. For exchange, let's write for exchange. Okay. Then it has permeable walls. Okay. Wait. hmm I'm telling. I'm telling. Smaller the thing is, more the surface area. It has inverse relationship. Volume and area have reverse relationship. Lesser volume, more surface area. Okay. Okay. Then the walls are permeable and it allow the substances to pass through. Okay. Yes, they pass through the method called diffusion, but they are permeable enough. Next one is um they are what shall I say? They are thin enough to move to okay. This surrounds the cells. They can reach to cells, thin enough to reach cells. to reach cells. Okay. Okay, that is correct. Whatever you're saying, that only one red blood cell can pass through it at one time. Okay. 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 Then you have to give reason. Then the reason would be same. It has a narrow lumen so that it, like, one red blood cell can pass through one by one to allow more time for the gaseous exchange. Okay. Yes, you can write that as well. But it would be related to narrow lumen. Okay. These are the five structural adaptations. Okay. Not that much. Not that much. Not that much. In bio, you cannot, like, say that this, because this has a complete different trend. Okay, white blood cells are the one component of blood. State the two other components. White blood cells, plasma, platelets. Correct. Okay, explain how lymphocytes protect the body from infection. Now, again, a 4 mark question. Hmm. Okay, and how? Hmm. Correct. 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 Okay. Okay. Let's break it down for 4 mark. Number 1 mark. Lymphocytes produce antibodies that are complementary to the antigen pres. Okay. Second mark is complementary to antigen present on the surface of pathogen. Third mark, antibody bind to antigen and that clump together. Okay. What was your last part? Destroys them. Okay, the clumping is same. Mark them for destruction. For destruction by phagocytosis. Correct. Okay. One more thing that you can write is they produce the memory cells. Okay. Which, okay, which the other students also, even the IGCSE students miss this point. But this is an important point when we talk about the infection. Okay. It's an important point. Okay. A structure of I is given. What is L and what is M? Correct. Iris. Okay, on figure 4.1, draw and label a line and letter F to identify fovea. Okay, you really don't know what is fovea? Hmm. Yes. Wait. Wait. There is a whole question on this fovea. Yeah, where the maximum light receptors are present. Yes, yes, correct. Okay, what is the adaptation? Hmm. 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 Okay. This is fovea, which is a dip. Number one, it contains the cone cells. Okay. And what is the function of cones? Like it has the higher receptor. Uh, sorry, they have more number of receptor cells for the light sensitivity, or they're very sensitive to light. They make the colored images. But this fovea also don't have no like don't have rods. First of all, they have high number of cone cells. Number two, they have no rods. Number three, cones are very sensitive to light to produce colored images. Okay, and this dip is fovea. Okay, what is blind spot? Okay, okay, and what is the distribution of rods and cones on blind spot? No, correct, correct. Look, you know this thing. Okay, again a question related to you. You have to see a very far or near object. Okay, this is the one which is showing the near object. Okay, now you have to explain the changes to view a distant object, and it's a 4 mark. Correct. Dot. The silvery muscles become relaxed. Lens to become flatten. Okay, or convex. Flatter or less convex. No, wait. Flatter or less convex. Okay, now you can say. No, no. You can simply say thinner. You can simply say flatter. You can say that. It's a 4 mark. There are three. Okay, wait. Okay, if the lens become thinner, what would be consequence? Exactly. Is focused onto retina. Light from distant object focus on. Okay. Light focused onto retina. Okay. Okay. What is the term that is used to describe the ability of eye to view near and far objects? Yes, accommodation. Correct. Finally, you know the term. It's similar to one of your previous paper. Okay. Now a different question, and it's related to inheritance. Okay, the question is there are two two type of fruit flies are given. One have a capital letter and one has a smaller letter. The capital letter denotes for the red eye, and the small letter is for white eye. Now they have given you a condition where a male fruit fly has this one genotype and female has this one genotype. Okay, what would be the color of male eye? Red. And female? Okay, state the term used to describe an individual who has two identical alleles. Yeah, homo what? Homozygous, correct. Okay, draw a Punnett square, you can draw it. I know, I have trust in you. Okay, let's say female is XR, male is X capital R and Y. It would be capital R, capital R, and small r. Is it so? Small r and Y, small r and Y. Now the question is, look, they have asked the phenotypic ratio. You have to give ratio. Okay, how many are red and how many are white? Okay, and if you talk about their ratio, so we say it's 1:1. One, wait. One red-eyed female. Is it so? Ratio one white-eyed male. Is it so? Okay. The next one is state the name of this type of monohybrid inheritance. Read this whole statement, you'll get your answer. Whole statement, starting from the first line. This is sex linked inheritance. Dihybrid. Okay, in dihybrid we discuss two type of traits, like we can say that if it's white in color it would have a brown eye, that would be dihybrid. When you're discussing one trait, that would be okay. Okay, now a diagram is given. It's written, you have to use this diagram to complete the sentence. The nucleus in the body cell of a fruit fly contains four pair of chromosomes. Each a cell with a pair of each chromosome is known as dash cell. Diploid cell. Okay. Before body cell divide, it's written body cell. Divide by dash, the chromosome must dash to maintain the chromosome number. Okay. Mitosis. Replicate. Good. Okay. The next question is based on the ecology. It's not inheritance, it's ecology. There must be one question from ecology. I know only one was for inheritance. Okay. Phytoplankton and onward. Organisms that only feed as secondary consumer. Which one is only secondary consumer? It's a primary. Okay. Okay, waiting. Only it has no other status. Okay. Primary, secondary. One, two, three. Okay, what? How about rainbow trout? That is also no. It's exactly primary, secondary, tertiary. So it would be shrimp that only feed as, yes, that would be shrimp. Okay, an organism that consumes at three Different trophic levels mean that eat three different trophic levels. Look at this. It feeds on secondary. This is secondary. This one is tertiary as well. And this one is quaternary as well. Okay. One, two, wait. One, two, and three. One, two, three, and four. So it feeds at three different levels. That is, what feeds on three different levels? Bald, bald eagle. Wait. An organism that consumes at three different trophic levels. No, 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 no. Newt won't be there. Okay, three different levels means second level, third level, and the fourth level. Okay, trophic level is like the primary, sorry, the producers are the first trophic level. Primary consumer are first, second trophic level. Secondary consumers are third trophic level. Okay. Look, it's eating. It's eating rainbow trout. It's eating the newt, and it's eating the shrimp. Okay, bald eagle. If you look at the order, okay, make separate it out. Separate a food chain that has six food chains. That would be like make it more easy for you. Wait, give where's the razor. Separate a six-step chain from it. Okay, let's separate. Wait, first one is phytoplankton. Let's say. Okay. Second is daphnia. Third is shrimp. Fourth is newt. Fifth is rainbow trout. Sixth is bald eagle. Okay, if you want to go in that way, you can go that in that way as well. Okay, but it should include six. One feature that is present only in amphibian: moist skin. It's not smooth, moist. Okay, don't say smooth. Okay. Um, what will happen when you decreases the okay? You increases the harvesting of rainbow trout. What is would be effect on bald eagles? Bald eagles are eating the rainbow trouts only. Okay, and give the reason for that. They would decrease. Give reason. Hmm. Less food is available. Simple. Less food is available. Exactly. Explain why it is more efficient to eat crop plants than to eat rainbow trout. Wait, wrong. Your reasoning is wrong. Okay. Crop plants are at the first trophic level. They have the highest amount of energy. Okay, stored energy. Exactly. But if they eat the rainbow trout, which is at the, let's say, exactly higher trophic levels, so higher trophic levels have less energy because the energy is lost in the different life processes. Okay, this would should be your answer. Okay. Okay. So I'm just rephrasing it. So first of all, the different varieties of apples were tested for the enzyme activity. We take the same mass of crushed apple, correct? And then two beakers labeled an A and B would contain the same mass of crushed apple. 2 cubic centimeter of enzyme solution is added to beaker A and beaker B both. A stirring rod is used to mix the content. Uh, then the beakers were left for 5 minutes. Okay, since they are using 5 minutes, we have to mention it. Um, After 5 minutes, the filter paper A and B would be filled with crushed apple enzyme solution from both beakers, and the stopwatch was started, and volume was of apple juice collected in the measuring cylinder was measured after every 2 minutes for 10 minutes. Okay, to have a comparable results. Done. So in addition, you can also write that the enzyme, the volume of enzyme, the concentration of enzyme, and the mass of apple and the temperature would be kept constant during the experiment. Okay, since we have to use the constant variables. Done. Hmm. Now the next question is, a student tested some apple juice for the presence of reducing sugar and observe a red color. What is the name of solution that student has used for reducing sugars? Which solution is used for reducing sugars? Wait, what test do we carry for reducing sugars? Benedict solution. So what would be temperature of Benedict solution, since we need to heat it? You can give a range 50 to 100 degrees Celsius, since we need to heat the content to get the result. Okay, if the color is red, so what is your conclusion? Hmm. Okay, listen. We have carried out the test, the Benedict solution. Yes, we heat the content in a water bath, and the temperature is kept between, let's say, 50 to 100, and the positive result is red, brick red precipitates. It means that reducing sugars are present. So, what is our conclusion? That reducing sugars are present. Okay? Okay. Next one is, okay, a blood sample is given. Identify these cells. What is D and what is C? What is D and what is C? Yes. 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 The white blood cells and red blood cells. Okay. Now you have to make a diagram of C. Can you make it on a paper and send me? Okay. So we discussed already what is C and D. C is the white blood cell and D is the red blood cell and red blood cell. Yes. Done. Okay, send me and I'll check. Okay, what you need to keep in mind, the overall size, there should be proper nucleus, and the cell shouldn't be broken. Let me check what you have made. Oh my god, it's horrible. Okay, let's say the overall shape of cell is okay, but the nucleus is not okay. Okay, the nucleus is not well in shape. Okay, let's move back to this one. It should be it should be properly curved from here, this point. Okay, and there shouldn't be broken lines or double lines. I've seen the broken lines and double lines. There shouldn't be. Okay. 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 What is the difference between C and D? Wait, wait. There is no nucleus in D, but nucleus is present in C. Okay. Then other difference. D is smaller, C is larger. Next difference that we have done. C contains nucleus, D doesn't. Okay. Okay, how to put this into word? Okay, okay. Look at it closely. Okay, pigment is not there. There are grains. Okay, so you would say that C has grains, while or it has a granular structure, while D is not granular. Okay, so we have to give three differences. One is about, yes, nucleus, no nucleus, larger in size, smaller in size, granular, non-granular. Okay. Okay, next is the length of your drawing, and then you have to calculate the magnification. How to calculate the magnification? What is the formula? Image size over actual size. Let's say image size is the one you're getting from the diagram, and other one is the one which you have made. Okay. Okay, let's move to next paper then.